Numismatists. So, as promised, we had previously done, for those who did not watch the eBay package that I had purchased, first one, usually what we do is concentrate on, silver eagles, Morgans, gold eagles, gold buffaloes, things like that. And all certified by PCGS because they are the #1 grader. But I thought it would be rather exciting to, make a purchase from eBay since so many other coin places have done this. And, just to see what we would get. All right. So, and remember, everything within these videos the series of videos that I'll be doing is up for purchase. Just name your price. Okay, please do not be ridiculous. Suggest a price, and one of our account directors will get back to you. All right. So in this particular video, beautiful souls, we are going to basically take a deeper look at the Indian head cents. And I have two here, 1900 Indian head cents and the 1902. So you look on the front, it says United States of America 1900, and it shows the copper color Indian with the crown on the head. Should be crown of gold feathers. These are our Aboriginal ancestors. And then you can see a wreath around it. And it says 1 cent. And 1902. Let's see if there are any changes that we can depict here. So these two look the same. So not really any difference. All right. Now, the Indian head cent was minted from 1859 to 1909. And for further information, what we're going to do is move over here to the Red Book. All right. If you are into coin collecting, you should have the official Red Book, which basically has all information in regards to all coins minted by the United States Mint. All right. And we are going to go over here. Let me just get this stuff out the way. It is page number 258, Indian head. And see, it mentions the wreath. So these coins are basically copper nickel. Weighs 4.67 grams. Composition is 0.880 copper, 0.120 nickel, and the diameter is 19 millimeters. The edge, as you can see, is plain. It's not, it doesn't have those lines that other coins have, which it looks like Here, so it's smooth. That's what that means. The edge is smooth. And it was minted by the Philadelphia Mint. Doesn't state that on the coin. So 1859 to 1909, it was minted. All right. Something else to note is basically the mintage, which is the number of coins minted that specific year. That goes into the value of the coin as well when you're collecting coins. All right, so if you notice, they made a few changes to the coins. In 1859, it did not have the shield, which the shield, basically, see here, right on top, it has the laurel wreath, and then basically around the shield. Okay. But in 1859, it was not so. In 1860, they decided to add the shield. And also they changed the composition of the coin. So instead of 0.880 copper, it contained 0.950 copper. And instead of nickel, they basically put in 0.050 tin and zinc. The diameter stayed the same. The edge stayed the same. And instead of just being minted by the Philadelphia Mint, they started minting it at the San Francisco Mint. Later on, it became bronze instead of copper. On the reverse, the coin is the same, the wreath as well as the shield. All right. Things that make you think. I don't know if you guys see what I'm talking about, but, our coin basically was copper. More copper than nickel. And then they took the nickel completely out and made it tin and zinc. And bronze instead of copper. So let's see what the history of this particular coin is, or what history they have written in this particular book. After nearly a dozen varieties of patterns were made in 1858, in 1859, the Indian head was adopted as the new motif for the cent. Observers of the time noted the incongruity of placing a Native American war bonnet on a bust which was meant to be both female and classically Greek. Designer James B. Longacre's earlier use of a feathered tiara on the Indian head $3 gold piece had been viewed as less strange. The reverse of the 1859 coin illustrates an olive or laurel wreath. In 1860, this was changed to a wreath of oak and other leaves with a shield at the apex. A design continued through the end of the series in 1909. From 1859 through spring 1864, cents were struck in copper nickel, the alloy used earlier for Flying Eagle cents. In 1864, a new bronze alloy was adopted. Indian head cents remained in circulation through the 1940s, but by the early 1950s were rarely seen. In the 1930s, when Whitman and other coin boards and folders became widely available, collectors picked many key dates out of circulation. The typical grade for the scarce issues of the 1870s was good or so, and the 1908 S and 1909 S could be found in VF, which means very fine condition. And 1908 S means minted in San Francisco. All right, striking and sharpness. The strike on Indian head cents can vary widely. On the obverse, the points to check include the details at the tips of the feathers and the diamonds on the ribbon. The diamonds cannot be used as a grading marker, and the feather tips can be used only if you have familiarity with how sharp the coin was struck to begin with. In general, the reverse is usually sharper, but check the leaf and shield details. On many bronze cents beginning in the 1870s, the bottom of the N of 1 and the tops of the EN of cent are light. As they were in the dies. This is not factored when grading. Check the denticles on both sides. Generally, copper nickel cents of the early 1860s are candidates for light striking, as are later issues in the bronze format of the 1890s onward. Availability. In worn grades, Indian head cents are available in proportion to their mintages, in combination with survival rates being higher for the later issues. The low mintage 1909 San Francisco was saved in larger quantities than the higher mintage 1877, as an example. MS, which means mint state, coins survive as a matter of chance, with those of 1878 and before being much scarcer than those of 1879 and later, and some of the 1900s being readily available. Many, if not most, higher grade MS coins have been dipped or recolored unless they are a warm orange-red color with traces of natural brown. The search for quality among bronze cents is particularly challenging. Some tiny toning flecks are to be expected on many coins. As long as they are microscopic, they can often be ignored, except in grades on the far side of MS-65. A set of MS-65 coins in RB or RD can be formed quickly, but a collection with original color, sharp strike, and excellent eye appeal may take several years. During the years these coins were made in production, collectors who wanted single pieces each year often bought proofs. In the late 1930s, many 1878 to 1909 proof Indian head cents began to be released from several estate hoards. These had vivid violet and blue iridescent toning from being stored for decades in tissue paper. They are highly sought after today. Proofs. So we're really not going to get into proofs because, right now we have no idea what grades these are. In order to get them graded, you would need to basically send them to one of the grading companies, PCGS, again, the number one grader. And, obviously it's going to cost quite, I'm not sure if it's an astronomical amount or not. But because, like I said, usually what we do is purchase graded coins. All right, so I will look into getting these graded to see what grades they are. But let's see what other information we have in regards to, all right, so grade and standards. And it also breaks down, about the grading, about circulated. And there's very good, which is a 10. All right. So what you guys have been waiting for, which is, the worth. Okay, so mintage, very important. All these mintage, the grade, the history goes into the cost of the coin. If you notice, 1859. So for very good, the penny would be about $20. And I'm not sure. Let me just see when this book, spare with me one moment. Numismaticians. And so this book was actually made last year. All right. So, so the cost, the value of the 1859 may have gone up. All right. So, make sure you're not selling your coins for less than what it should be sold for. And as you go up in the grades, you can see that the amount of the value rises. Mint State 65 is actually was worth $2,800, so it's probably more now. Auctions. I don't know if you can see that price, but the value of a proof, 1859, $13,513. And remember, price is depicted, basically, the price of a coin is depicted between the purchaser and the seller of the coin. All right. And here we can see some more auction prices here. Now, since I have a 1900, let's check to see the 1900. All right, so here we go here. So 1900. So in the 1900, you see the mintage here. And based on the grade, that's what it would be worth. And check out the auction price, $9,988. And that was for Mint State 67 RD. Okay, but again, price is decided between the buyer and the seller. All right, so that's 1900, and we're not sure what grade this is as of yet. The 1992, so the mintage is actually more than 1900. Auction price, $1,998. And that was for Mint State 66 RD, July 2014. So, it's now 2020. It definitely has increased since then. And if you were to, sell it regularly, this is what it would be, depending on the grade. All right. So you can get quite a chum of change from coins. All right. There's a reason why individuals collect and continue to collect. All right, so never become uninterested. All right, if you're uninterested in collecting coins, maybe you're not collecting the right coins. And that is basically it for the Indian head cents. The next thing we will touch on is the Lincoln head cents, which are within the little packet here. Oops. We actually have both. All right, but this is about the Indian head cents. So, all right, hope I gave you guys enough information in regards to the Indian head pennies. If you need any further information or you have any questions, please leave it in the comment area. We will definitely get back to you. Numismatists, thank you guys so much for joining me. Thank you for making numismatic spot coins a success. And remember, if you like the video, like it, share. Stay tuned to our YouTube channel. It's Numismatic Spot Coins on YouTube. And if you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe. Guys, thank you so much for the energy you give to me. Remember, whenever you see this video, it's a time that you should. If you have anything to add, please leave it there. All right? This is all about learning and advancing. Thank you guys again for watching. May God bless you all abundantly in all aspects of your lives. Have a wonderful evening. Bye.